Take that off. All right. Hello, friends. This your boy Keith with another episode of the Dating Shame. Why is it so hard? Yeah. Been having a little technical difficulties on TikTok, but that's okay. We got it now. Live on TikTok, live on Facebook, live on YouTube. All right. I hope everybody having a good week. Hope everybody team on out there. Mine did. So yeah. Uh, of course, I got my co-host with me, Nicole. I was gonna have her on screen on TikTok, but we run into a little, like I say, having a technical difficulty. We're gonna get it together. But I see a lot of people already joined the show. So here I am. Today we got another good topic concerning the dating scene. Today we're going to be talking about chivalry versus virtue. So yeah, that's a good topic there. We all know what chivalry is, and I think we all know what virtue is. So we're going to talk about that tonight. And like I say, of course, I got my co-host with me, Nicole. She's on the phone. She took deep away in Texas. How you doing, Nicole? Hello.
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. So, Nicole, like I say, trying to get her uh, live on TikTok with me as a co-host. But like I say, run into the technical difficulties. We new to the TikTok platform, but we're gonna get it together.
We'll get it together.
Oh yeah. But until then, she's like I say, she's live on the phone via the phone. That's right. And like I say, Nicole, we're gonna be talking about chivalry and virtue. So now this is a call-in show. I don't have the number on TikTok or YouTube, but if you want to call in and join the show, join me and Nicole in the discussion. The number is 870-397-1219. That's 870-397-1219. You can join in, talk about chivalry versus virtue. Okay? So now, before we start the show, like every show, got to put that disclaimer in there. Okay? Now, the views and the opinions of the Dating Shame podcast, Why Is It So Hard, is strictly of the host. That's myself and Nicole. If we step on anybody's toes or offend anyone, it's purely incidental. Okay? So now, if you are offended, if the shoe fit, I go, Nicole.
Wear it.
That's right. That's right. You wear it. So now we don't want to make anybody feel bad. We don't want to do that. We just get in, talk about the dating scene, the dating world. So now with that being said, let's get into the show. Nicole.
Yes,
chivalry versus virtue.
Mm-hmm.
My co-host, tell me, what do you think about chivalry versus virtue? Which one you want to start off with?
Well, I think they're both they kind of go together. Meaning the same thing. They both you're using respect, kindness, courtesy towards a romantic partner.
Okay. So I think. Go ahead.
They go together. I mean, chivalry, that's mostly heard of for men, chivalry. A virtuous woman.
Okay. So. And like I say, everybody on TikTok, we're talking about chivalry versus virtue. So now, and if you want to call in, you want to join the show, the number is 870-397-1219. That's 870-397-1219. If you got some comments you want to put in on TikTok, on Facebook, or on YouTube, you got the comment section right there. I'm reading everything. I'm looking at it. I'll put you on there. If you want to join in, just let me know. Okay, so now, what do you think about? Let's talk about chivalry first, Nicole. Chivalry, in your opinion, what is that? What is chivalry?
First and foremost is maturity.
Okay.
Maturity, respect, like I said, trust, honesty, integrity.
Okay.
Most people think of chivalry as a man opening a door for a woman or pulling out her chair.
Okay.
But I think it's just the maturity and respect.
Okay. Okay. So in other words, you would say it would be acts of kindness.
Definitely.
From a man, you would say?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So today, that we know that, let's say 30 years ago. I mean, let's say in your mother's day or your grandmother's day. And I'm pretty sure they've told you stories about, when they was coming up, how the dating thing was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now compare that to today, about what they said, and let's compare that to today. Would you say chivalry today is dead?
I wouldn't say it's dead, but I think it's on life support.
You think it's on life support?
I think it's on life support.
Okay. So chivalry is on life support. So what you're saying is almost dead.
Yes, I think men use it at their discretion now, and not that they don't know. I think they're just using it as at their discretion for someone who they really like and want to be with. In my opinion,
Okay.
That's in my opinion.
Right.
So yeah, so one they really want to get to know, or they can see themselves with, and sometimes that could be just how they were raised and how they are, and that's great. Okay. But would it keep going? Would it be consistent?
Okay. Yeah. So now, in your opinion, like you said, today, what acts of chivalry you say is mostly in decline? When it comes to that man, what acts of chivalry would you say that's mostly in decline?
In decline, I think it's probably opening doors when you get in the car. Maybe open the doors of the car, and the man will go on his side, or will go on her side. It may start off good, but then later on down the road, it might fall off. I think opening doors, people usually do that anyway. But it's that going, I don't want to say over and beyond, but it's just that protective mode. Walking her to her car, or even if you went on a date together, getting out, opening the car door for her, make sure she get to her house okay, her home okay. I think that's kind of dying off.
Right. Okay. So now that's interesting. So now, what would you say, or what would you think will be the cause of
that? The change of times. People just thinking differently. People have baggage, or it depends on what you want from that person that you're trying to get to know. Are you wanting a relationship, or are you just dating?
Right.
And everybody is just, I don't want to say everybody, but people you're meeting different people. So that kind of get I'm trying to think of the right word. I don't want to say old, but that it kind of get repetitive.
Okay.
Different people. Okay, I'm gonna open the door for her, open the door for her, or it's all in the dating different people, and you're not sticking to one person for whatever reason.
Okay. So that's in your opinion, that's why it's dying or is on life support?
I wouldn't say that's the whole reason why. It can be a bunch of reasons.
That's one reason.
Yeah, a bunch of reasons.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was reading some earlier. I looked up chivalry and I looked up virtue. And chivalry is really it's a medieval term. And it came from men being brave, acts of bravery, or things like that. But in modern terms, it depicts kindness or gestures of kindness from a man, like you said, pulling out the chair or opening up the door, things like that. That's in today's term. Okay, but it also said one of the reasons why chivalry today is in decline is because of the fact that women are more independent, and men sometimes feel that they don't need to be that way because of that independence of a lot of women. You see, so now this is what I read. Now, like I said, this is not something that's coming from me. This is what I read. So now, what do you think of that? What do you think about that?
Well, I think a lot of women are independent, pretty much because they have to be. But that shouldn't stop a male if in a relationship. When we talked about this before, the man is supposed to be the protector.
That's right.
So even though this woman is independent, why would that stop him from being the protector?
Well, I mean, chivalry is more of acts of kindness. It's not being a protector.
Well, as a comment, if you're dating someone, and it depends on your intentions to this person, then you being a man, that just like chivalry, that should come automatically.
Well, that's true, but acts of kindness, I mean, being a protector, that would fall up under, if you were with this woman, a man is with his woman on a date or whatever, that would be something that's automatic. If something breaks out, he feels like she need to be protected. I'm pretty sure he won't, break out and run. That would be an automatic thing. But from what I was reading, when I got out of what I read, it's these acts of kindness, like you say, opening up doors, pulling the chair out for the lady at dinner or whatever, things like that. Those are acts of kindness. Well,
yeah, that's true. But it's also, I read up on it as well.
Okay.
It's not only grand gestures. It's that kind of go hand in hand. Acts of kindness, and like I said, what if you're on a date and you're taking a young lady home? Would you walk her to the door? Well, she live in an apartment complex. Would you walk her to her apartment? That's kind of go with the protecting.
Well, I mean, that would be. Sure I don't look at that as being protective. That's if you're walking her to a door. That's an act of kindness. More of
you're
being
making
protected.
Sure she's safe. You're making sure she's safe, and if you make sure a woman's safe, she's going to feel protected.
Okay. She gonna
So
feel
I think
protected.
that's what chivalry mostly is. When a man shows chivalry towards a woman, she's gonna feel safe with that man. She's gonna feel protected.
Okay. Okay.
So all those gestures is gonna make that woman feel safe with that man.
Okay.
Because you're making sure she's okay.
Right.
You pulling out her chair, you opening the door. The kindness is she will feel safe and protected.
So let's look at a scenario. Okay, you out on a date, and he opened up the car door for you. You get to dinner, he pulls the chair out for you, and he does all this. So now you looking at this as, wow, this is a real gentleman, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get back to your place. He drives back, takes you back home, and he opens up the door for you. You step out the car. So now you live in an apartment complex, and your apartment is upstairs. So now he just opened up the door, and y'all say y'all goodbyes. He get in his car and he leave. Was he not chivalry? Did he not display chivalry to you all night up until that point?
He did, but if being showing chivalry is if that's really him, I think he would. It's just what I think. He would walk her up to her apartment. That's going to come automatically.
Okay,
because you want to make sure that this person
gets to her door
if
safe.
you're fond of this person, you're going to make sure they're okay.
Okay, I got that.
That's just like what. Okay, she gets home. I'm probably jumping the gun with this a little bit, but she gets to her apartment. He's driving home. It'd be bad weather, whatever. And by the time she thinks he's home, maybe she'll call him or text him, make sure he got home okay. It's just if it's really in you to have chivalry, then it's gonna come automatic. You're not just gonna do it sometimes and not the other times. It's gonna be automatic. So if that's really in him, why wouldn't he walk her to her apartment to make sure she's okay?
But up until that point, he's not showing chivalry.
Yeah, he didn't walk you to your. If he's not putting up a front, then I think he will walk her to her apartment.
But if he don't, then that's the show right there. That's the game. That's the that right there broke it.
It probably won't break it, but it'll be noted.
It's the note.
It'll be noted. And just like there are some independent women out there that probably wouldn't care. But like I said, you're showing chivalry all night. Why would it stop there at that point?
Well, I mean, it shouldn't, in my opinion. But I'm just throwing that scenario out there because, like I say, I don't look at chivalry as being that security blanket. I look at chivalry as acts of kindness.
Yeah, but as a woman, when you're showing those acts of kindness, that will make a woman feel secure, safe and secure.
Okay, got you. And like I say, friends, my TikTok friends, everybody who's joined the show, if you got any comments or anything, feel free to put in the comment column there. If you want to join the show, it's a call-in show. It's call in 870-397-1219 if you want to be a guest. Just let me know you're on the show. I'll send you an invite. You can be a guest. Give me your opinion. Like I say, this is a call-in show, 870-397-1219. Call in, join in the show if you agree or disagree with what Nicole said about chivalry. And is on life support, as she put it. So, yeah.
Yeah, where are the men that show chivalry? Where y'all at?
We out here. We here.
Get on here, call us or something. We need to talk to you.
Hey, see, Nicole sent it out. She put it out there. What are men? Where are the men that show chivalry? You know, where you at? Call in. Let them know you still out there. Let them know we here. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. And so
So let's
yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah. So to me, I feel like chivalry is still alive. And like you
Mhm.
stated earlier, you do that to who you are interested in.
Right.
You know, um,
Mhm.
like anything else. You know, if you out on a date, if you're interested in that person, you're going to show it. And how you show it, you do certain things to
Mhm.
impress that person. Chivalry is one of them. To impress her, you do certain things. So that's what it is. That's my opinion. That how I look at that. And so yeah. So you're gonna do all you can do, or all that you think this woman would like. When it comes to impressing her, you're gonna be that chivalry guy, that chivalrous guy to impress her. Open the door, hold a chair out for her, and if she happened to smoke cigarettes, light a cigarette for her, like they used to do in the old movies and all that. So yeah, that's
So
what it
let me
is.
ask you a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So is that to impress her, or is this who this guy really is?
Well,
Because
uh,
you can do things to impress somebody, but would you keep doing it? Like 7 months, even a year later, would you still be doing it?
huh. Well, I look at that like this. People have a tendency of getting complacent.
Mm-hmm.
You see, once you got the person that you are wanting, that you want, once you got her, then all those things that you did to get her kind of start falling off.
Right.
Would you
Okay.
agree with that?
Yes, but why do we fall off?
Well, that's complacency.
So if that's really who you are, then it shouldn't fall off. I'm thinking it shouldn't fall off if that's really who you are.
It
Or are you
shouldn't.
just doing this to get this person?
Mm. I mean, it shouldn't fall off. I mean, in my opinion, I know. I don't. I mean, I think you should keep it up. That's how you
Hmm.
keep things interested and
Right.
enticing in the relationship, or if you're moving
Hmm.
toward a relationship. I think you should keep it up. But more times than not, people tend to get complacent.
Hmm.
Let's say this woman. She would cook big meals and things when she's dating the guy,
Hmm.
inviting him over for dinner. You don't even hear that no more. The woman inviting the guy over for dinner and all that type of stuff. You don't hear that no more. But anyway, that's where it
Hmm.
used to be. You know,
Hmm.
because the old saying was the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so she would cook. These big meals and all that. And then so now, let's say for instance they get married. And she was cooking one time pretty constant, but she fell
Hmm.
off. Now she's doing it twice a week, maybe. See, she got complacent.
Hmm.
You see, she feel like she don't have to do that. Now she's looking for him. She's saying to him, "Well, you can cook sometime too." See,
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, I
yeah,
think when you're dating, you are gonna go that extra mile. But once you are together for a while, I think everybody kind of drop off on some things.
yeah, yeah. And so that's complacency. People, we have
Hmm.
that tendency to get complacent in
Hmm.
ourselves and who we're with, and all that type of thing. So that's where that comes from. You see, That's why when you're with someone, it's important to put a day aside. Let's say, people like to use it, say, we're gonna use this day as a date night,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And so,
Definitely.
yeah, and so that's how you keep that going, you see. But if you don't do certain things inside the relationship to keep that person motivated to do those things, complacency gonna set in. That's just
Yeah,
nature.
just like that saying goes, what you do to get that person, that's what you have to do to keep
You
that
have you
person.
have you have to keep that up. I agree with that.
Hmm.
But like I say, people just have that tendency of getting complacent. And
Yeah, and I think it's not always intentional. Most of the time, it's not intentional. I think life kind of get in the way. Just like you
mhm,
said, that the woman may have cooked meals or whatever, and she slacks off. But these days, the man and the woman have to work, and sometimes the woman is working long hours just like the man.
mhm,
So she really don't feel like cooking after not a lot of women not just at home all day anymore. They're out working just like the men.
right, right,
So
right,
yeah, it's gonna fall off.
right, right. And that's where that, in my opinion, that's where that independence come in at.
Hmm.
You see, um, a lot of women have to work these days.
Hmm.
If you are in a relationship, and in a lot of instances, it takes two incomes to make it.
Right.
And so even though that man in certain cases may not like his woman working, because a lot of men have that, I guess, complex, you can call it, that if my woman is working, she can become independent. That independent mind would set in on her.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
You ever heard that?
I have heard that.
Yeah.
I have.
The independent thinking to start setting in on her. And he would have this complex about it. He wouldn't tell her he don't like it, but he got a complex. You
So would you
see?
call that insecure?
Well, it's kind of close. It's kind of close.
Hmm.
I wouldn't exactly call it insecure. Like I say, some men feel like when that woman is working, she's earning her own money, that independent thinking can set in.
Hmm.
And you see, and it's close. Insecurity is close, but I wouldn't exactly call it that. I call it a inferiority complex. You see,
Okay.
especially if that woman is making more than him.
Hmm. So why wouldn't I mean I know people have their own ways of thinking, but I would think if even if a woman is making more than him, that I mean you're a team. You grow together.
You would think. You would think
Yeah.
some men would think that way, but
Uh
some
huh.
men don't. You see, because they were either brought up, was taught that the man is the breadwinner in the house. He brings
Hmm.
home the bacon, and that's what that is. And so some men probably think that way for some reason. I don't know.
Hmm.
You see, and so
Yeah.
um, that's what that is.
Okay. So I mean, would that part affect a man having chivalry? Is that if his woman make more than him, would it kind of fall off?
But that what now?
If his woman
Uh-huh.
earned more money than him,
Uh-huh.
would that chivalry kind of fall off
Yeah.
if he was thinking that way?
Yeah. Because it's like I read, men is in decline. Chivalry is in decline in modern days in this time we're living in because of that woman independence, that woman that women got today, some men feel like they don't have to be that way, or it's a waste of time doing that, because this woman, she's got this independent thinking, and this is who she is. This is what she, you know how some women, I don't need a man. I can do this. I can do that. You know what I need a man for? See?
Yeah.
So why would a man waste that on that woman if that's how she gonna think, or if that's how she
I
feels?
wouldn't say it'd be a waste. I mean, if he showed, I think women say that because they have to do it on their own. If it's a single woman, she's doing it on her own. So I mean, if she's doing it on her own and there's no man there, so she knows she can do it on her own.
Okay,
she knows.
But what if the man is there, or what if the man is coming into the picture?
Okay, so if he is, he's just gonna have to be that man to show her, you don't need a man, but I know you want a man. I'm sure you want a man here to do certain things, to be that protector, to just be that man for her.
Mm.
Well, sometimes a man has to overpower that independent, because sometimes that's all a woman knows is to be independent.
Well, I mean,
and fight for herself.
It really, in my opinion, it's not up for that man to overpower that independent thinking. It's up to that woman to give up that independent thinking, even though she had to do it, But once she see that a man is interested, that the dating is throwing the flourish into a relationship, that independent thinking, she has to get that out of her mind.
I think it's both, because I say that because you do have some men that don't know how to do certain things. So they'll rely on a woman to take care of different responsibilities.
Well,
so that woman she's still gonna have that independent. Well, I still have to do this. She's still gonna have to take over. So if a man comes into her life and show her he knows how to handle things, take care of business, then I think it is up to that woman to kind of let that go. I think it's hard for some women to let it go than others. But yeah, it is up to that woman to pretty much rely on that man.
Okay.
Kind of let that independence go. So I think it's both. It goes both ways.
Okay. And like I say, friends, we're live on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. And if you want to join the show, the number is 870-397-1219. 870-397-1219. If you want to join the show, you want to comment, please put your comment in on TikTok. Put your comment in on YouTube. Put your comment in on Facebook. I'll read it out. If you want to join, let me know. I'll send you an invite. You can be a guest on me on TikTok.
I'm still waiting on these guys to call in and comment to make me out of a lie about Chivalry being on life support.
Okay, guys, Sonny, Stop Deck. I'm reading all these people here on TikTok right here. Call in, give me your opinion about it. Miss Nicole saying she needs some guys' opinions about it. Chivalry versus virtue. Is Chivalry dead? She says it's on life support. I say Chivalry is like this to me. You asked me a question, and I said in one instance, I feel like in certain instances a man do this. He express chivalry if he's interested in that woman. He's going to express chivalry. In other instances, it's probably the way he was raised. He was raised that way. He was just raised to be that type of guy.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. He's raised to be that type of guy. Then it's just not gonna fall off at a certain point.
Well, it
He's just
shouldn't.
gonna be that guy.
But like I say, it's just a human nature thing for complacency to set in. That's, I mean, if you got a new job, you just got a new job, you starting your new job. Your first impulse is to be the best you can be at that job. You showing up early. You know, if the boss asks you to stay over late, you're gonna do it. You know, you trying to do the best you can on that job at first. So now a year later, complacency is set in. The guy that your boss come to you, asks you to stay, well, I can't stay today. See, now you coming with that type of thing. It's just human nature.
Well, it depends on your work ethic. I mean, I've been on my job for years.
Okay.
So I still try to be the best I can be.
Well,
yeah, I think it depends on your work ethic. It depends on the individual.
Not like you was when you started. You see?
Yeah,
You see?
it is.
Well, I don't know now. Not like you was when you started, because you know when you started you was eager. You know, you was at it. You know, you wanted to make an impression. You know.
I mean, it's at different levels too, because even though I've been on my job for years, I still want to move up. So I'm still going to be eager to make an impression on somebody, so I can get that promotion or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it's at a person's discretion. If you want to go further, then you're not gonna get too complacent. And yes, we all get complacent. But if you see that it's not going anywhere, what are you gonna do to keep it going?
Well, I mean, you do what you did to get her. You know, that's what you know.
Yeah, but are you just doing it to get her, or is that you?
Well, that depends.
Is it the person you are?
That depends. That depends. That depends on that person who you were being chivalrous with. Is she's appreciating it? Or is it something that she just expect? See, that depends. You know, if it's a woman that
she is appreciating.
Okay, if she's appreciative, like that, then he gonna keep it up. But if once she showing that lack of appreciation, she's not gonna do it. She's not gonna do it. That's just what that is. You know, she's not gonna do it.
So I think that's where the breakdown of dating, that's where it comes from. No one's consistent. You're not consistent.
That's true.
And I feel like if you're not consistent, you're not really meaning what you're doing. You're just doing it to see how far you can get.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can understand that. I can agree with that. So now, we talked about chivalry. Let's get into the virtue thing. Okay. So now, chivalry is mostly stamped on the man. That's the man thing. Virtuous or virtue, that's mostly stamped on that woman. So now I looked up virtue, just like I looked up chivalry. Virtue, that's that woman who shows kindness, morals, you see, and all of that. So now, would you say virtue or that virtuous woman is that on life support too these days?
I don't think it's on life support, but I can see how it can raise an issue with dating.
So why did you say chivalry is on child support, but that virtuous woman's not?
Because chivalry people think more of chivalry as action.
Mm-hmm.
That's action.
Mm-hmm.
Being a virtuous woman, that even though chivalry should be your character,
Mm-hmm.
but being a virtuous woman, that is your character.
Okay.
That, like you said, having high morals. If you have
Okay.
high morals for yourself and for your relationship, I don't think that's gonna die off because you're gonna try to keep that.
But what if you don't? I mean, to me, if it's like you said, if you were shivers, let's say for instance you was taught to be that way, then that's who you are. You become that because that's who you are now. You're that gentleman at all times. That's who you are. It becomes a part of you. So now, if you were taught to be that virtuous woman, then that's who you are.
Mm-hmm. That, yeah, and it shouldn't die off.
It
But
shouldn't die.
what, that we still have that question: is chivalry dead? So evidently, chivalry's not being shown as much as it used to.
Okay, so now again, I'm gonna ask you. So now you said that chivalry is on life support, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why would you say that virtuous woman is not on life support?
Because I mean, you read the definition of a virtuous woman. A
Right,
virtuous woman is going to have high morals for
right,
herself, and
right.
I'm not trying to put a woman's morals over a man with chivalry. I'm just saying you just see more and more women educating themselves, trying to live a
Okay.
better life, and they just expect more.
Okay. But even though they might be educated and all that, that doesn't mean she got high morals. She just got an education.
Well, I mean, it's more than just education. We can go down a list all day long. But I mean, if a woman just want more out of life, just better out of life, then she's gonna do better. Hopefully, hopefully she's doing better, and she's gonna carry herself a certain way.
So now,
why are you laughing?
Well, I'm just listening. I'm listening to you. I'm
what
listening
you
to
thinking?
you. Huh?
What you thinking?
I'm thinking about that virtuous woman. You see?
Okay.
And
so what you think?
Okay, so now I can think back 30 years ago. You know, I can think back to the 80s. You know, even though social media didn't exist, you know, people still dressed a certain way.
Okay.
You see? So now, and I can recall, you know, I didn't see women, even though times are different, but morals should be morals, no matter if you come up in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, morals are morals. Do you not agree with that?
Yeah. So, I mean, if a woman's dressed a certain way, let's just say it's not tasteful, maybe that's not a virtuous woman.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you see it.
What you gonna let me say?
How often do you see loosely dressed women these days?
A lot.
Huh?
A bunch. Just like you see these young men with their pants hanging off their butts.
Exactly. But now, like I say now, I can think back to the 80s, you know, even though sagging didn't exist then. You know, guys dressed in a certain way that showed that they had morals. Women did too. But now I see today, I would say how I see women dressed today. Their morals are more loose than guys, in my opinion.
I see both. I
You
see
see
both.
both.
There's a lot of guys on social media.
Mm-hmm.
They showing just as much as these women showing.
Mm-hmm.
So if not more,
Mm-hmm.
these guys like to get on there with their gray sweatpants
Okay.
and exercising and working
With
out.
the what now?
These guys like to get on social media with their gray sweatpants.
Gray express pants. Okay.
Exercising and working out, no shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's both ways.
Mm-hmm.
It goes both ways. I think the media has a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, these women probably see different people or celebrities, models wearing certain clothes,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what they want to do.
Okay. 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 So so now when I see, I'm not just talking about social media. Where I can
Mm-hmm.
see it out in public.
Well, yeah,
You know.
that's what I'm saying. That's what they want to do. So yes, they go out in public dressed like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. They see it somewhere, and this is what they like, and
Okay.
that's what they're gonna wear.
Yeah. Okay. 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 So now, like I say, friend, we're talking about chivalry versus virtue. And if you want to join in, guys, please call in. You want to join the show, 870-397-1219. I got my co-host with me, Nicole, here. She's on the phone as usual. We're going to try to get her on TikTok with the picture in the picture thing in future shows so everybody can see who this is. Since everybody always tells me to bring her on camera, you're going to have to be on TikTok to see her. You won't see her on YouTube. You won't see her on Facebook. You're going to have to be on TikTok, join the show. If you like the show, give it a like, join the show, befriend the Dating Shame podcast on TikTok, join it. I could put you as a guest on the show. You can join in. Your picture would be there too. So yeah, that's how we're going to do this in the future. So that's how it's going to be. But now getting back to the subject, we're talking about chivalry versus virtue. I think women today, the looseness or the loose morals that a lot of women show, they do this to get attention from a man or from another woman. In certain instances, in competition with each other. You know, one try to outdo the other for whatever reason. I don't know. Competition. Yeah. In competition with another woman, you know, with each other. You know, like I say, for what reason, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that accomplished, but okay.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure you've you've heard, you know, of you've seen a lot of women, you know, they can be in a bathroom or something like that, and they see a woman walk in, you know, that probably looks better than her, dressed better than her, and she'll say, that bitch thinks she's something. I'm pretty sure you heard that before.
I mean, I have heard of women in competition. I'm like, I mean, what mind frame are you in when you're trying to compete with another woman? You're your
That's
own
what it
unique self.
is.
You can't be like somebody else because that's not you. So why would you even be in competition?
Well, I mean, this is what some women do. You know, this is what some women do. For what reason? I don't know. That's the point I'm making to you. For whatever reason they do this, I don't know. But it happens.
No, I don't know either. It's beyond me why. Well, I say there men try to outdo other men as well. So I'm not sure.
Give me an answer why you think that. Tell me why you think
that. Why I think men try to outdo other men?
Yeah.
Let's say a man get more attention from women.
Mm-hmm.
So another man may want that attention. So he try to outdo him. The money. Men like cars, flashy cars. So
you think they got these flashy
upgrade.
cars in competition with another man. It's not because well, I mean, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, just like I don't know why women try to compete with other women. That's crazy to me. I mean, a man shouldn't have to compete with another man.
No.
So I
And
don't
I agree
know.
with that. I agree with that.
I could just speculate, but I don't know why they do it.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
but they do it.
That's true. They do. They do it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's something to do with self-confidence, but you're your own unique self.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get trying to compete. Somebody's always going to do something better than you, look better than you, but you may do something better than them.
Right. Right. And I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. You know, like I say, when you get into things like that, you have to look at human nature.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's in our nature, you know, and it's sad to say that it's easy for envy, jealousy, and all those things to set in from another person. You see, when you see this person with this, that, or the other, you start wanting that too. You know, that's where envy comes in, that or jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and that's just an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just an emotion that we have. You know, even though people say, "Well, I don't care." I don't. But it's there. It's there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
it is.
to me, with females, it's more prevalent. It's just more prevalent. I mean, I don't know if it's in y'all nature to just be that way.
Well, y'all, I don't think it's every woman's that way. We're not all like that. I mean, it does happen, but not all of us are like that.
Okay. I mean, I've seen it many times.
Mm-hmm.
Jealousy and all this set in, and why you want to be like that?
Mm-hmm.
Me, I applaud a person. I give them compliments. Another man or whatever. That's what I do. That's me. You know. But now I'm talking about this woman, and I can see a woman if she see this girl, lady, whatever, and she's looking real good. She got on something real good, and why she come out the house like that, and all that type of thing,
Okay, I mean, it does happen, but I do see a lot of women complimenting each other as well.
Yeah.
She may have a cute outfit on, and we may come in, baby, you're wearing that dress, you wearing that outfit, your hair is cute. I hear a lot of women complimenting each other. So that's why I say if a woman tries to compete with another woman, what mind frame is she in that she thinks she has to compete with someone or another woman?
I don't have a clue what mind frame she in. I don't have a clue, to be honest with you. I don't.
So, I mean, women compliment women, but how many men compliment men?
A lot. That's nothing to
do.
Do.
They?
Yeah.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. That's nothing to do. Like I say, if you got a nice car, hey, man, you got a nice ride there, bro, that's easy. That's nothing to do, He got on a nice pair of shoes, man. I like those shoes, man, that's easy. But in my opinion, it's more harder for a woman to do that than it is for a man.
I don't think so, because I hear a bunch of women complimenting each other, and they're doing it more. They're uplifting each other.
Okay, I got you. I got you. I mean, I don't necessarily see it, but okay, I got you.
Well, I do.
You do?
I do.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the way it should be, you know.
It should. It definitely should. I mean, we
Hmm.
definitely should compliment each other and uplift each other, male and female.
Right, right, right. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you see someone that maybe they're doing better than you, and you may be down on your luck. Get with them, see how they doing this, so you can do it too.
Hmm.
Instead of being jealous of them, try do what you can do
Right.
to lift yourself up. And
Hmm.
I say people who are doing better than other people, help them get to where you are.
Right, right. But now back to this virtues thing, you know. I think virtue is on life support, just like you say, chivalry is on life support. I think that virtuous woman is on life support. You see,
No, I don't agree with that.
in a lot of ways, you got a lot of women, and it may not be the woman's fault. In a lot of instances, you got a lot of women that display a lot of masculinity.
Hmm.
You see, and like I say, it may not be that woman's fault because she showing all this masculinity. You know, she has to raise. She's a single mother. She got to raise kids on her own, especially if she got boys. You know, she has to be that way,
Hmm.
and that knocks out a lot of things. You know, femininity. You know, it knocks out all that. So that virtuous woman, I ain't gonna say it knocks it all the way out, but it shrinks it, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know if that knocks it out because I mean, you look up the definition of a virtuous woman. She's gonna have integrity.
Hmm.
She's gonna have faith,
Hmm.
wisdom, kindness,
Right,
strength.
right.
You need all that to be
Hmm.
a single mother.
Right,
All that.
right. No doubt, no doubt. I agree with you 100% on that. No doubt.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, times are they're kind of hard these days. So I mean, if you're a single mother and you have to take care of everything yourself, yeah, you may be more masculine than other women because you have to protect those kids yourself.
Hmm.
You have to get everything taken care of by yourself.
Hmm.
So yeah, they may have a little masculinity,
Hmm.
but I think they could still be virtuous.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you know, you probably right. You know, like I say, you know, we can both look at it as being on life support, and we can both look at it as all that, you know. But
Mhm.
like I say, you know, in my opinion, that virtuous woman, she's in decline, just like that that chivalrous man is. Yeah,
I think maybe in some cases, but I don't see it declining.
you don't see a
Maybe in
decline
some cases.
in some places. Okay, okay.
Maybe in some cases, yeah. I mean, I keep asking for these guys to
She call
take
in and give
call.
and give and give their opinion on things, huh?
Yeah, prove me wrong, please. Prove me wrong.
Y'all hear her. Nicole said, prove her wrong. Chivalrous man, where y'all at? Call in on
Hmm.
the show. Put in a comment. Say something. You know, I know you see me. You can't miss me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. Where you at, guys? You stand up. You know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
And I'm sending that shout out to these women, that virtuous woman. Yeah, you still out there?
Yes.
Well, that chivalrous man out there too. Yes, we're out there too. So yeah, we all here. You know, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what that is, man. And
I guess maybe they're all married or something. I don't know.
it might be, ain't no telling. You're probably right. Ain't no
The
telling.
trip that we
You're
had been
probably
talking
right.
about
So,
for years, but the price tag prevented us from making it.
We all, we try to. It to me is just manners. We try to express those manners. We try to be that good person. We try to do all that.
I agree with that. Yes.
Yeah. So we try to do all that. So yeah. So that's what that is. That's what that is. That's what that is. But yeah, that was another good show, Nicole. We're gonna get ready to wrap this up for the night. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, we will have these bugs worked out. We just joined TikTok a few weeks ago. We still working out the bugs on it, trying to get all of that together. And so we're working on it, and we're going to get it smoothed out. As soon as we do, everybody going to get a chance to see Nicole in person, live and live in color. And
that's right.
She wants y'all guys to call in and give y'all opinion on things. So don't be scared. You ain't got to give your name. Your woman ain't gonna get you.
I don't bite.
There you go. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And like I say, we live on TikTok, we live on Facebook, we live on YouTube. You want to call in, take this number down, 870-397-1219. That's the call-in show. If you want to be a part of TikTok, just hit that invite button or join. I see you join. You want to be on there, I can put you on there. You could be on the screen with me. You can see yourself. That's how we're going to do it on it. Other than that, call in, join the show. We do it like that. Miss Nicole?
Yes, sir.
We're in the first week of October.
That's right.
In the fall season. Hopefully this heat is gone and we can get things moving. I hope things are going good for you.
They are. I hope they're going good for you as well.
It's always going for good for me as long as I'm above ground. I'm good,
That's right. I hear you.
Good. So yeah, so that's what that is. So like I say, that's how we do it. We're on 3 platforms now: TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Y'all want to catch the show? It's gonna be on YouTube. The Dating Shane, pull it up. We're in episode 69. We'll be in episode 70 next week. It's gonna be a milestone. It's gonna be a good show. We're gonna be celebrating our 70th episode of the Dating Shane, getting it up there. Like I say, that's next week's show. We're gonna have a good show. We might be reviewing some of the previous shows, talking about that, or we might have another good subject. But either way it goes, it's gonna be a good one, like always. Miss Nicole, you have a good week.
Thank you. You as well.
That's right. I will. And we'll be talking to you next week for another good show, giving us that woman's perspective on things. I don't want everybody to say he on there by himself. He ain't got no woman. Got Nicole with me. That's that woman perspective. So yeah. So that's what that is. All right, then, Nicole, you have a good evening. And we'll be talking to you next week.
And you do the same. Take care.
All right. All right, friends. That's the nice show. We like I say, we had another good one. Ran into a little technical difficulties at first. But we got it straightened out. We got the show going. And we're gonna end it like that. So we'll see you next week with another show. We're gonna be in episode 70. That's the Dating Shame. Why is it so hard? Everybody have a good week. Stay safe. Peace. What's the matter with you?